Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. This is Wendy with wendysinkspot.com, and today I'm going to be sharing with you these cute little note cards that I made with the Framed Florets Bundle and the Fitting Florets Designer Series paper. So let me move these aside and I will show you the products that I used. I used the Framed Florets photopolymer stamp set, and I love the flower images in this set. The font of all the sentiments, and there's a birthday, there's a thank you, so lucky to call you friend, for a special person on a special day, just a little reminder, and celebrate. I just love it. It's so pretty. And then I have the Framed Florets dies, and you can see that some of these die images will cut out the images in your stamp set, which is really nice. Let me move this, and then I will show you the Designer Series paper. So this is the Fitting Florets Designer Series paper, and it's full of bright colors. I absolutely love it. So there's this one with the polished pink on the back, and then we have this one with all the pretty flowers. And this one. And you can see I don't have full size sheets for a lot of these anymore because I have been using up this paper. And this, of course, is the pattern that we're going to use today. And that's what the other side looks like. And then this is the last piece. You can see where I have cut these out. So we're going to be using this flower image right here. And then it repeats right here. So these two colors. And you can actually die cut them out with one of the dies from the die set, and it just fits right there. Or if you want to fussy cut, you can always fussy cut them out. I sort of fussy cut around them and then die cut them. All right. And then for the card base, we're going to be using the basic white note cards and envelopes. So the card base, I believe, is 5 by 3.5. And so that's a perfect size for this little note card. We're going to be using some cardstock, and you can see from my cards I used two different colors. I used a Blushing Bride to match the Blushing Bride in this flower, and then Polished Pink to match the pink in this one. So we'll be using this one. And then I've already die cut my Designer Series paper that we're going to be using. And here are my flowers. And then we're also going to be using this piece, which is this die right here. All right, so the only other thing that we're going to be cutting today is the label. And the label I created with the tailor-made tags. And I have the flowers laying over top of the piece, the tag at the top. But I liked this shape and it worked really well. So that's what I used. And then I also used, where did they go? To finish off my card, I used the gold adhesive backed swirls, and you can see I put a couple of swirls on there. And then really quick, before I show you how to create this, I just want to make sure that you know the Fitting Florets Designer Series paper and the gold adhesive back swirls are only available while supplies last. These products are not carrying over into the January to May mini catalog. So if you want these two products, you want to make sure you order them soon before they sell out. Now, the Framed Florets Bundle is an early release from the January through May 2023 catalog. So these will be in the new mini catalog when it comes out in January. But I just wanted to make sure you knew about the Designer Series paper and the gold swirls. All right, so we're going to create our card. So I cut my Polished Pink Designer Series paper to 3 3/8 by 4 7/8. I cut my Fitting Florets Designer Series paper layer to 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. So we'll go ahead and put those together. And let's see. Okay. And I just used my multi-purpose liquid glue. Put that right on here. All right, hopefully I'm getting that on straight. Get this out of the way. All right. Once I have that layer put together, we're going to put this on our card base. Put some more glue on here. Hopefully I'm getting that straight. There we go. All right, quick and easy. So our card base is done. And you know what? I did not get myself a piece of white, basic white cardstock to cut that label. So let me do that real quick. Hold on one moment. Let's see if we can find. Oh, right there. That was quick. Okay. So we're going to be using the So Lucky to Call You Friend, and we're going to stamp it in polished pink. We're just going to lay that there for a moment, and then we'll pop it onto our clear block. And then we will stamp that, and I will cut it out. I'm just going to put it right about there. So Lucky to Call You Friend. Okay. Simple stamping. I love it. Quick and easy to put together. Now, let's get our label. We're just going to pop that out. I'll use my mini Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. So let's put this on there where we want it, and then I will cut it out. See if we can get this straight. I think that looks all right. Now I'm going to put a piece of washi tape on here just to hold it on, and I'm going to cut this out real quick, so bear with me just a moment. All done. So peel that off. And there we go. There is our label. Now we want to put together our flowers. And I need to poke out these pieces that didn't come out when I die cut it. So we'll poke those out real quick. This last one right here. Perfect. All right, so push those off. Now I used the mini glue dots on the back to hold those on. Sit this that way. All right, so I put my mini glue dots right down the middle, and I put a couple on here because I want to make sure. Excuse me. Frog in my throat this morning. Whoops. That could have been bad. Okay, let me stick an extra one on there just to make sure I got it where I want it. Okay. All right, and we're going to put this, let's see. How did I do that? Okay, I think we're going to stick it like right about here. And we're actually going to snip off that little tail there because we don't want to see the tail. There we go. All right, so we are ready to put this together. So I'm going to use some dimensionals on the back of my label. So I'll put these on. There we go. Just poke these right off. Oops, sticking to my fingers. All right. All right, so I'm going to put that on our card. I'm going to put it right about here, I think. There we go. All set. Now, we're going to put this on top. And so when I put those on, I put a few dimensionals just here along the side. And then I'm going to put a few more glue dots on there. And I'm actually going to cut this so we can use this little piece right here. I'm just going to poke that off. Stick that right on the side because that's the side that's going to rest right here on the designer series paper, and then we're going to use glue dots to hold it onto the tag. So I'm going to put a couple more glue dots on here. We're going to put one right up in here. Oops. Be nice and sticky. And we're going to stick one here. Oops, my fingers are sticking to everything this morning. Okay, so let's pull that off. We're going to put this right about here. Make sure it's straight. There we go. Ah, perfect, perfect. Now, the other thing that we want to do, so we're going to dress this up just a tad, is use a wink of Stella. And what I did with the wink of Stella is I just brushed some on these little berries. And I know this is going to be really hard to see on the camera. And then I brushed this just to give it a little bit of sparkle. Because why not? There we go. Almost done. Little piece right there. Okay, so put our wink of Stella on, and then our last step is to put the little gold swirls on. So we take this out. We'll stick one down here. Oops. Well, that one doesn't want to come off with the glue dot. Neither does this one. Did I get it? I think so. Yeah. Stick that one there. And the other one did come off. Oh, that was the pink one I colored. So I took a polished pink blender or blend, Stampin' Blends, and colored that little dot, but I really didn't like the way that it looked, so I didn't end up using it. So at some point, this is just not coming off. Not cooperating today. And then there we go. So at some point I'll use that gold swirl. All right, so there you go. Quick and easy. And then of course, if you want to decorate the inside, on mine, I stamped the flower, and I'll show you which image I used. Whoops. I stamped this flower image. Let me put this over here where you can see it. But anyway, I used this image. So I stamped it inside, and then I used a sponge dauber and just sponged a little bit of color on it on the inside. All right. You could also use a strip of designer series paper, and you could lay it on the sides. You could lay it across the bottom. You could stamp another flower image. You could add another one inside if you want. You know what? Maybe we will do that. Maybe we will add this little flower image. I think that's what we'll do. Put a little bit of glue on it. Since we put the flower on that side, I'll put this one on this side. There we go. And that just dresses up the inside a little bit. So yeah. All right. So there you go. A quick and easy, pretty little card to make. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the project, and we'll see you next time. Bye.